Cities across the valley have been pushing for more affordable housing, but a project in Buckeye is now on hold because of a land dispute with one of its city council members. Investigative reporter Craig Harris has the story you'll only see on 12 News.
Take a look at all these acres in Buckeye. It could be the site of several hundred low-rent homes if the company and a Buckeye City councilman who lives on part of the land can agree on a price, and that appears to be a multi-million-dollar question. The Youngker name is well known in Buckeye, among the fastest growing cities in America. One of the high schools bears the family name.
Okay, we will call this meeting to order.
And Tony Youngker has been on the city council for nearly a decade. He lives here on the family homestead along West Broadway Road.
The city is requiring that our project is tied to getting roughly 30 feet of right-of-way from the house behind us, which is owned by a sitting city council member.
That's Mark Lamming, a partner with Dominium. He told 12 News the company wants to build about 375 units that include townhouses and apartments. The monthly rent's about $1,400 for a two-bedroom unit, roughly $1,800 for a four-bedroom unit. The U.S. Census says the median rental price in Buckeye well over $1,900 a month the past few years.
So it ends up with the rents being significantly lower than what you find in the market, roughly $300 to $500 per month. And the cool thing about the townhomes is they all have private backyards.
Lamming said Dominium wants to break ground, but says a development agreement with the city requires the company to widen the road, acquiring about 30 feet of the Youngker homestead to move forward.
There's an existing development agreement that gives the city that land for free. However, the city hasn't done anything to try to actually acquire that land, and so they're putting that obligation on us.
Lamming said negotiations have been challenging.
Councilmember Youngker is using that as leverage to then demand $5 million. For
$5 million?
$5 million.
For this house?
Yes, and we got it appraised for roughly $650,000. And so he's using that as leverage.
Lamming told 12 News the company is willing to pay more than its commissioned appraisal, but he said the two sides are far apart.
His counter was my number's $5 million.
The city says it's a private property issue. 12 News was unable to ask Youngker about how much the property is worth. He did not respond to several interview requests over the past week. I also tried knocking on his door. No answer. Lamming, meanwhile, raised questions about the process.
He's represented by another city council member. It just really makes you question how neutral and fair this whole process is.
That councilman is lawyer Patrick Hagestad.
Councilmember Hagestad?
Here.
He told me he had no comment, but I wanted to reach out again.
This is Patrick Hagestad. You have reached my voicemail. Would you retain a number and I'll call you back as soon as I can. Thanks.
Mayor Eric Osborne also did not respond to requests for comment. We tried Buckeye City Hall. City Manager Doug Sandstrom, who works for the City Council and Mayor, declined to be interviewed. A city spokesman said because of potential litigation, no Buckeye officials would go on camera. The city had another perspective on the dispute, sending this statement. The city of Buckeye is committed to working with developers and landowners to support responsible growth in our community. This is a private property land discussion that does not include the city, and it respects the rights of both parties. Lamming with Dominium disagrees, saying the city is involved because of the development agreement.
We've had multiple conversations with the city, between our attorney and the city attorney, with the council member himself. So we're kind of at the end of the road here. We've tried doing everything that we can, and we're running out of options here.
Dominium also is considering a lawsuit against the city. The company provided 12 News with documents that it claims $11.5 million in losses from the delay. With photojournalist Chris Latella, I'm Craig Harris, 12 News.
All right, Craig, thank you.